Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's the IkesTechTalk weekly live stream. Y'all know how it goes down on a Thursday night with your boy Ike. Really hope that I wasn't just muted and gave my whole intro and everything. Let me check something. Yeah, hold on 1 second. Sorry about that. Oh, okay. I wasn't. I got the preview here. Oh man, what up? What up? What up? All right, hope everything is good with everybody out there. I see we got video, audio, we're good. Yo, I already see him in here. Shout out to this man right here for the absolute beast tip, man, to use OBS within StreamYard with the virtual cam. I know, super simple. Something I should have already knew about, whatever. But yo, absolute fire, man. Because now, if I'm right, I should be able to still. Let's see what I got on my desk. Okay, I ain't got nothing incriminating, no evidence on my desk. Hold on. Hey, there we go. So I was able to kind of get my scenes and everything in here. Okay. Let me see. Top down. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Screen share is working too. Let's go. Yo, Hefe, you came in clutch with this one, man. Came in clutch with this one. That's just one of the articles we're going to talk about. But like I said, I wanted to make sure we could get all of our different what's the names? LaShawn, stop it. I know. I'm late. I'm late. Only thing I need to double check on is make sure that, like, when I'm sharing the screen, is that the 720p quality isn't too bad in terms of like the articles and stuff. I'm still debating whether or not I'm gonna fully make the switch back to StreamYard. Y'all know I was with OBS heavy for a while, but it seems like OBS kind of don't want me to be great. I can't lie and say that I tried it today. I didn't try it today, but the last couple of weeks that I tried it wasn't even functioning properly. And it wasn't like a internet thing, it seems like it immediately kind of just started maxing out CPU usage and all that. And it was perfectly fine, before that. So not too sure what's going on there. More than likely what I'm going to end up doing is just getting back the subscription for StreamYard and just using it this way. I still got access to all my scenes and all of that stuff. I got like my little scenes pulled up here on the side next to my StreamYard viewfinder. So more than likely that this is how we'll go ahead and run it, or whatever the case may be. Since I don't need this, I can actually minimize that. Oh, if I minimize it, it takes away these. Okay, so then this is what I will do. Sorry about this, y'all. I know I'm trying to get all of this stuff situated. And then boom, put that over. And I'll mute that so I can keep eyes on that. All right, bet. Love it. All right, let's go ahead and get into it, man. Got about three or four articles. Yeah, about 4 articles. Y'all already know. Jason already tweeted it. It ain't an IkesTechTalk weekly live stream until we talk Pixel Fold, and we got a lot of Pixel Fold, even some Pixel tablet news as well. So we'll be covering that, and then obviously the big boy has launched, the Xiaomi 13 Ultra. We'll definitely talk about that as well. But let's go ahead and get through roll call. Umar in the building. He said, "What up? What's up?" I see we got the hashtag coming over from Mike Stream. Yo, shout out to the homie Tech King Mike. I didn't get a chance to check the live stream, man. Was way too busy, but definitely gonna hit that replay squad. So I already know the hashtag heroic will make perfect sense to me once I go back and take a look at that, man. But shout out to you, homie. Shout out to you for coming through and rating your boy. But we got MPT in the building. What up? Malik in the building as well. Hope everything is well with you. Jason C doing his thing. What's up? AKA LaShawn, AKA holla at your boy in the building as well. This man will be live tomorrow night with the open mic night. I'm pretty sure we're keeping it clean since we just had members only, if I'm not mistaken, a week or two ago. So I'm pretty sure we'll be keeping it clean this Friday, but it's still going to be a load of fun, man. So definitely come through and show that man some love tomorrow night. We got Savage in the building, or the real Savage in the building. Brad doing his thing. What up? He said, "What up, Ike? You ordered that 13 Ultra yet?" Brad, not yet. I'm waiting on a global model, man. I'm waiting on global, and I need to see the price too. I think it'll be priced pretty accordingly for what it is and for the potential that it has. I just don't know if my pockets meet that potential. One of the reasons I'm able to buy a lot of the phones that y'all seen me buy is through things like trade-ins and stuff like that. So even if I had to cop, say, like the S22 or S23 Ultra full price 1200, I probably wouldn't have been able to do that. Honestly, I probably just wouldn't have done it. But trade-ins, are a thing, and that kind of helps you afford a lot of this stuff. So I would like to drop, all of the funds for the 13 Ultra, man. I just kind of have to see where my wallet is at when it actually launches. I know it's usually about a month or two. So I'm thinking maybe like June, July. Which June, you already know, Pixel Fold is copped, like it's already bought. Just just go ahead and send it to me. Charge my card, send it to me. That's already copped. But the 13 Ultra, man, I'm letting good dudes like Ben's over at Ben's Gadget Reviews. I know Barry already most likely copped. I know Juan will have it. So there'll be a ton of dope coverage on it. And then from there, I'll kind of decide if the price to entry is going to be worth it for me, man. But I'm absolutely amazed and impressed with a lot of the stuff that they were able to do with that. Hey, Hawks is in the building. What up? What up? Hope everything is good with you. Hope everything is good with you. Hey, Castro, what up, man? Hope everything is good with you as well, dude. Appreciate you for coming through. Jojo, what up? What up? My Pixel Fold sister, what's up? What's up? Hope everything is good with you. Let me see. Hey, Shay, Queen of Stiller Nation, Kennedy in the building. What up? What up? Hope everything is good with you as well. T. Holla, what up? What up? What up? Hey, got Evan as well doing this thing. What's up? What's up? Hawk said, take care of the kids. All right, yeah, man. I had to put my daughter to bed, and you know how that go. Once like her bedtime is 9. So once like 8:55, 8:58 hits the clock, she already knows she gotta brush her teeth before bed and all the other good stuff. At 8:58, any and every reason to not go to bed is like brought up. Oh, I forgot to do this. Oh, I gotta do this for mommy. Oh, daddy, I gotta do this. So yeah, y'all with kids, y'all know exactly how that go. Mike said, yeah, y'all know daddy duty comes first. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. I said, what's up to El Jefe? What up, homie? He said, I got you, bro. I got you, bro. The salute. What up? LaShawn, I was late. Leave me alone. Opus. Nah, man. No opus over here, man. No opus over here. No opus over here. Hey, James, what up, man? He said the Annie plug is in the building. The anime plug is in the building. I did finish it, sir. So thank you very much. I did finish it, and it was just as amazing as what everybody said, man. So for those that don't know, he's talking about an anime here, Full Metal Alchemist. It's a really old anime. I've just never finished it in its entirety, and I just wrapped up and I just finished it, and it was phenomenal. I enjoyed every minute of it, man. The 64 episodes went by super fast. So I honestly wanted a little bit more when it ended. So I loved it. I watched Brotherhood. Brotherhood is the way that I went. I absolutely loved it, man. It was phenomenal. Great job. Great job. I can see why it's at the top of a lot of people's list for like their favorite anime of all time. So I definitely get it. Definitely get it. Hey, he said we clean tomorrow, but we still gonna be lit. You already know, LaShawn. I know how it goes down, homie. Hey, Hell's Paradise. Let's go. I'm gonna add that to the list. I'm gonna add that one to the list, dude. I watched the first episode of Demon Slayer because season 3, or not season 3. Is it season 3? It's like season 3 or season 4. But that just started. I watched the first episode. I need to watch the second episode. Johan, what up, homie? Hope everything is good with you. Yo, Johan, you copping Pixel Fold, man? I don't think I ever got it. I'm pretty sure I asked you, but it was when we had a lot less information, man. But what you thinking about that price tag and everything? New Gundam series, which from Mercury is fire. I was never big into Gundam. I watched the one with the burning palm with all the Kings, Queen, Jack, and all of that stuff. I think it's Mobile Suit Gundam, that one. Where like they had like the little skin thing come, like the little skin tight suit come down while they're in the actual Gundam. So like their movements were mimicked. That's the one that I watched. And I love that Gundam. But like just generally watching Gundam, I was never the biggest fan, man. But Mobile Suit Gundam was fire. I'm pretty sure it was Mobile Suit. Pretty sure. Us techies, we trade that thing in. Yes, sir. I already got my trade in ready. I'm either trading in my 7 Pro or my 6 Pro. Kind of depends on what the difference is in terms of, the trading price, but one of those two for sure. Jojo said, already making moves. That's what's up. That's what's up. Hawks, oh my God. I'm telling you, not 8 or not 9, 858 hit. And there's like this whole list of things that now has to be done. I'm like, Ari, where was all of this stuff at 15, 20 minutes ago? So y'all know how that goes, man. He said, man said Full Metal Alchemist, man say Full Metal Alchemist old, makes me feel old, and I'm 21. Full Metal Alchemist is pretty old, man. I think it's like what, 06, 07? Let's see. When was Full Metal Alchemist released? Here we go. 2004, bro. 2004. And Brotherhood came out in 2009. Which Brotherhood is what I prefer, cuz like the original one isn't bad. I just like the action and fight scenes better in Brotherhood, and it's the pacing is like let's go. Let's go. It's not like yeah, and I like that personally. Like I like to be on pace, right? And not feel like I'm getting filler episodes. But yeah, Brotherhood came out in 2009, man. It is pretty old. It is pretty old. Uh, let's see. Yeah, season 3 of Demon Slayer ain't playing around. It's not, man. It's not. He said, "Oh, you grew up with Brotherhood. That's what's up. That's what's up." He said, "Gundam franchises is very fragmented, but with an iron, Poor Orphans, Hathaway, with your Mercury are the one that stick out to me." Okay, bet. See, and I'm not gonna lie and sit here and say that I've seen every Gundam series, so it could have been a situation where more of them would have interested me, but I just haven't seen them or anything like that or paid too much attention to them, yo. But let's go ahead and get into some of these articles, mate. Let's go ahead and do it. Y'all already saw the first one, but let me go ahead and get it pulled back up. It'll be it'll be this one. All right, bet. Yo, that joint is clutch, man. Kind of mad I didn't steal that from you, LaShawn. The OBS into StreamYard. Yeah, because I it's like kind of giving you ways to be able to get all your different angles without really paying for it. Now I don't feel like I have to get. Well, I think with StreamYard you have to get the highest tier to get 1080p streaming. I think. So whatever tier has 1080p streaming is more than likely what I'm gonna end up getting anyway. So it is what it is. But anyway, we got the Xiaomi 13 Ultra with 450 megapixel cameras, a variable aperture main lens is in the building, man. Xiaomi has finally pulled wraps off of the 13 Ultra, and we know pretty much everything about it now at this point, man. So let's go ahead and get into it, man. For the most part, obviously, we're going to be able to talk mainly just specs because nobody, that we kind of know or associate with, real time has the device in hand. I know Ben from Ben's Gadget Review, he already dropped a dope video on it, man, and it's looking like a solid step up from the 12S Ultra. I know he mentioned kind of the variable aperture, not necessarily being something that is used in every situation, which is obviously the case. It's more so there for flexibility, but I think overall this is a pretty complete camera system. The one thing I will say right off the bat is that front-facing camera, which we already knew it wasn't going to be 4K 30 or anything like that. But I mean, like I said, if I got to look at it from the standpoint of this, and I get it. This is a Chinese, more so geared device, right? But when you say, okay, we're going global with this, you gotta appeal globally, or you gotta appeal to everyone, not just what the Chinese market prefers. Because I get it. While they may not necessarily care about selfie cameras, right? I would love for the price that you're paying for this to have a 4K selfie camera, especially when it's something that a lot of people have been talking about for years at this point when it comes to not even just Xiaomi, but other Chinese manufacturers and just import manufacturers as well. So that's definitely, kind of sucky to me in all honesty, but it is what it is. They put a lot of focus on that rear facing camera. I would just love to see them bump up that selfie cam quality just a bit, man. For at least 4K 30, at least 4K 30. But in either way, the Xiaomi 13 Ultra is here to once again set the photography benchmark in the smartphone industry. The flagship brings a number of imaging innovations that it does, and the current best possible hardware. Better yet, unlike the 12S Ultra, the 13 Ultra will launch globally. Nice. Love to see it, man. Love to see it. Let's start with the cameras, which are the focus. They definitely meant that pun for sure. Which are the focus of this phone. 4 cameras are on the back, done in collaboration with Leica and sitting under a unified glass dome. The Xiaomi calls the Leica Vario Summicron. Summicron. One over, not one over. Yeah, 1 over 1.8 through 3.0. And a bunch of other camera terms that I'm not even going to sit here and butcher. Primary camera has a 50 megapixel 1-inch IMX989 sensor and a 23 millimeter optically stabilized lens with a physical 2-step aperture that allows for 1.9 opening for the shallowest depth of field. So obviously you're getting more bokeh, which we're already used to that on our 1-inch sensor phones anyway. And then the new part of it, you get that f4.0 for a sharper image. So once you get the f point 4.0, instead of having heavy bokeh, a lot more is going to be in focus. One of the things that people complained about with the 1-inch sensors is that the focusing distance for the main 1-inch sensor was narrow. So like if you're taking a photo, say, of like a table full of food, you might only get one plate in focus and the rest of the shot would be a little blurry. Well, if you switch to that f4.0, it's going to make a lot more, in focus, so to speak. The sensor bends 1.6 pixels 4:1, resulting in a 12.5 megapixel image with huge 3.2 individual pixels. And I'm talking about the pixel size there. So the other 3 cameras are the 50 megapixel IMX858 sensor. And then in terms of the sensor size, a 1 over 2.51. So, and that's definitely beast. Main reason being is because, and I'm not saying it to bash the Ultra, but telephoto lenses on this are I won't say way, but they're really, really small. So when it comes to things like low light, you're honestly not really using the telephotos. You're using a crop on that on the main sensor, on the main lens. So with this, even in darker situations, it won't have to switch to the main. It'll be able to hang tight and you'll be able to use it. So there's also some rumors of S24 coming with a variable telephoto. I think they said from like 3x to 10x or something crazy like that. So I'm hoping with them eliminating one of the lenses and going straight up to that, they'll be able to give us a much bigger sensor on that bad boy, so you can use it. You can use the telephoto in low light. We already talked about the front-facing camera. We already know about like a vibrant, like an authentic. It's just 2 different capture modes. One of them is like a more, from a color perspective, it's like a more accurate, true to life. I won't call it a filter. It's more so like the photographic styles that Apple was using, where it really changes the way that the photo is being processed. It's not really a filter. And then the like a vibrant is that heavy, saturated, color boosted kind of look. Quote unquote social media ready. I always prefer the like a authentic though, me personally. There's a new 50 megapixel ultra raw mode. I already know my good folks like Barry and Juan are definitely going to take advantage of that. And then last but certainly not least is a neat feature tailor-made for aspiring street photographers. Fast shot mode. It allows you to take the focusing time it allows you to take the focusing time out of taking a shot by setting a predetermined focusing distance. Fast shot will then snap a photo in just 0.8 seconds. So I'm wondering if they're kind of gearing this towards shutter speed, so to speak. So I would like to see Samsung kind of throw in a mode or something like that for like really fast movement or something of that nature. But pretty dope so far. We're gonna take a break and read through some of these comments, man. Xiaomi is nuking others with those cameras. Good grief. Yeah, from a hard perspective, absolutely. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Like from a horror perspective, yeah. I just can't wait to see what actual photo samples are gonna look like. We've seen some from Ben, but y'all know I like to get as many people hands on this device as possible and start to really look at samples, man. For sure. Hey, Easy is in the building. What up, Eric? Hope everything is good with you, homie. Hawk said, I check out the whoa. Okay, there we go. I just had like everything switch over to my other desktop and it threw me off. Y'all didn't price anything on y'all, and it just happened on mine. That was weird though. But Hawk said, Ike, check out the book. Go to Bleep to Sleep. Samuel Jackson narrates. I feel like parents are the authors of that book because it describes me as a child at bedtime. I'm gonna check it out after the stream, Hawks. Appreciate it. Can't wait to laugh. Scoop said variable aperture 1.8 to 3.0, zoom range 12 to 120 millimeter, and then ASPH means aspherical. Did I say that right, Scoop? Aspherical. I don't want to be like LaShawn up here. He said aspherical lenses are beasts. It's more for movement, not it's more for moment, not movement. Okay, I got what you're saying. Okay, bet. Appreciate the clarification, man. I gotta have at least one camera in there on the stream at all times, man. We talking about this stuff because y'all know some of it. I don't even fake the funk. If I don't know, I don't know. He said, God, Xiaomi 13 Ultra hardware is making me act up, but I prefer the color science of the X6 Pro from Oppo. Both options are great. I agree. 110%, man. 110%. Hey, Juan, hope everything is good with you, man. Appreciate you for coming through. And he's right. 25 people watching, only 9 thumbs up. For shame. Click that like button. Y'all know what to do, man. Appreciate you, Juan. Appreciate you, man. But let's go ahead and get back into it so we can read on some of the other specifications that don't necessarily pertain to the camera, because this isn't just a bleeding edge phone in terms of camera. They're doing a lot in terms of bleeding edge. So let's go ahead and take a look. So we got, like its predecessor, the Xiaomi 13 Ultra comes with a camera-inspired design. And I'll kind of move this up so we can take a look at that beautiful device while we read this. A camera-inspired design with a circular lens-like camera module, a metal frame, and a back panel clad in leather on the black and the green model. Specifically, antibacterial nanotech silicon leather that Xiaomi says will reach a 99% bacterial inhibition rate. I don't know what that means exactly, but I know somebody will post it in chat. The upper portion of the rear panel is slightly elevated to accentuate the camera module. I was noticing that. So like if you look right here, you'll kind of see it's almost like it's like like the phone kind of indents. Like I wonder how that's gonna feel in hand. Hopefully I'll be able to grab a global one and I'll be able to tell y'all, because I really like the way that this looks. It looks clean. And I like how it shows more of like the aluminum side here, and then it's like the leather is almost like a layer. Like it looks dope, man. Like this looks real clean to me. Really, really clean. But up front, the Xiaomi 13 Ultra packs a 6.73-inch 3200 by 1440 AMOLED screen, 120 hertz adaptive refresh rate, we know that, and up to 240 touch sampling rate. Xiaomi says the panel can reach as high as 2600 nits of brightness. Now, there seems to have been a little bit of back and forth about that. I know that they're using a different panel, that they're not using a Samsung panel for this. They made a lot of claims and people are testing it out now and kind of making some claims about it. I'm not sure how true those claims are. Like some of them were saying that the display doesn't quite reach that peak brightness. And some people were saying that the display wasn't as efficient as what Xiaomi was claiming. So like I said, I'm not 100% sure because I didn't really look too much into it. I'm the type, as long as I could see it, out on a bright sunny day, going to Disney or something like that, no big deal or no problem for me, man. The phone uses the latest Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 chip with up to 16 gigs of RAM. You'll also be able to get it in a 12 gigs of RAM and 256 gigs of storage config. They got a 16 and 512 and then a 16 and 1 terabyte. And that's UFS 4.0 storage naturally. So obviously this thing is going to be a monster. A monster. So Snapdragon chip is cooled by Xiaomi self-developer. I think that they meant self-developed. liquid cool tech using an aerospace grade. I don't even know what that word is. Cooling in it. I'm vapor chamber. So really, really good cooling, so to speak, on it, which the 12S Ultra has really good cooling already as is. So if they're just, increasing what's already there, it's obviously going to be dope. But 12S Ultra has really good cooling too. Inside, the 13 Ultra packs a 5,000 milliamp hour battery with 90-watt wired and 50-watt wireless charging support. And yes, the charger comes in the box, man. Absolutely fantastic, yo. Battery life and charging will be monitored by Xiaomi Surge P2 and Surge G1 custom chipsets. Look at that device. There's another angle of like that kind of elevated look for the camera. That looks really clean. It kind of reminds me of an actual camera. And then if you snap on that little lens attachment that they're also selling, that's like a real camera to me. The 13 Ultra will be available in black, olive green, and white starting in China from April 21st. Pre-orders have already started. Prices are Chinese 5,999 for the 12 256. So converted, obviously we don't get converted, pricing or whatever. Let's see how much it is on IkesTop though currently. Let's see. IkesTop. Xiaomi 13 Ultra. So you got 1,200 here, and I know some other places have it a little bit cheaper as well. I know Barry was telling me too. So if you wanted to go base model, 1,200 smackaroonies, and it will ship out on April 25th, man. So anybody looking to throw in that pre-order, there you go. Like I said, me personally, I'm gonna wait for the global model. Hey, what up, Delvon? Hope everything is good with you, big homie. He said, what up, Ike? I'm a little late. Just a little reminder in case you forgot, Hazel. I ain't gonna never forget, but snow is definitely the best color. Just saying. And this is the way that you know snow is the best colorway, Delvon. This is how you know. They're not launching a Hazel Pixel Fold. They're giving us that charcoal black and they're giving us snow white, my good sir. Snow white is the best color. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see. Xiaomi listened to Juan and gave the camera ring and adapter for filters and stuff. Yeah, man, that's definitely dope. That's definitely dope. Oh, Juan already ordered it. Nice, man. So Mondays, stream be dedicated to 13 Ultra. Yeah, more than likely, Brad. You already know Juan's gonna be super hype about that joint. If Apple ever went to 90-watt charger, they would charge you $350. It would definitely be a pretty penny for sure. That's definitely for sure, man. Yeah, see, this is whatever I was talking about. Wanda Mobile running a deal for the 512, and you get it for the same price as this model. So if you're pre-ordering right now, go to Wanda Mobile and get that higher storage configuration. No reason to spend the same amount of money and get less storage or whatever. So definitely make sure that you do that. 1,200 is a good price for all that phone, and that's what I'm saying too, Brad. Like, I think even if the global would have came out at 1,200, like it's definitely a good deal considering the S23 Ultras also retails for 1,200, and I feel like both of those phones are kind of at that pricing tier where you get enough. I know some people will disagree with that, but I wouldn't mind spending 1,200 on a Xiaomi 13 Ultra global. I just don't know if my wallet is comfortable with paying that for the 13 Ultra. So got to see if the funds are there, man. If they're there at that time, I'm definitely copping. If they're not, more than likely I'll wait either for somebody to sell their global on Swappa or on Twitter, and I'll go ahead and pick it up for dirt cheap. Because I was able to get my 12S Ultra for super cheap last year. Like I want to say on GizTop, it was like I want to say 1,000 for the base tier. I got the next storage capacity up for like 750 from somebody off of Twitter. So I let people hop in, and as soon as they're done with it, all right, bet. Let me go ahead and cop it for the low. MPT, shout out to you too for giving us that heads up. The same thing that Juan's talking about too. Hey, Slang is in this thing. What up, man? Hope everything is good with you, Slang. Let's go ahead and pivot, homies. Let's go ahead and pivot. Next up, we got the Pixel tablet standalone charging dock will cost $129 per a retail leak. Excuse me. All right, so this is what it's obviously going to look like. We've kind of already seen it. So we still don't know how much the Pixel tablet will cost, which I think we've got some rumors on that since this article came out. But the standalone charging dock is apparently $129 and will be available in colors other than chalk. After removing the price and date earlier, the entire listing is now gone. So they actually pulled it off. It showed up on Amazon. So Amazon is obviously going to be a pretty reputable source in terms of having this stuff listed. I have the Tablet Say Ultra, and I'm almost to the point where I'm thinking about selling it or something like that, or maybe seeing if I can get a trade in on it. and picking up the Pixel tablet. Main reason being is because I really like the concept of this dock. One of the things with the Tablet Say Ultra that I'm like, is the fact of one, I had to kind of buy a stand, so to speak. Now I could use the little kick flap thing or whatever. It just doesn't look as clean in my opinion. And then obviously that doesn't charge the device either. So like right now I have it on like kind of like a little stand. If I just opened up something. I kind of have it opened up on, or not open up, but like sitting on like a little stand, and then I have it constantly plugged in charging. I would much prefer to have like a dock where I can just snap the tablet on it and it still frees up that USB-C port if I want to put something else, attach it to the tablet or whatever. And then when I'm done, I can kind of just undock it, take it in the room, and then come back in the morning and just dock it back on there. Because like I said, the only real thing that I currently use tablets for is for like external screen. Like this is just an external screen for my normal Windows setup. And that's honestly pretty much it. Like I've kind of gravitated towards just using bigger phones or using like foldables. So I'm interested in it. I just don't know if I'm honestly going to pick one up because I don't really use my Tablet Say Ultra to its fullest potential. So kind of feels like why spend the money and pick it up if you honestly aren't going to really use it? That would just be a waste. But here's the actual listing here. So Pixel tablet, standalone charging dock, $129, and it says item will be released on May 10th. So I'm wondering if the tablet will also release on May 10th, because I would assume if they're having the dock come out on the 10th, then we would also get that on the 10th as well, the tablet. Give me 1 second, guys. Daddy duty calls. We'll be right back. Oh, sources is up here now. Sorry about that, peeps. Sorry about that. This one here. I had two. Oh, I didn't even realize that y'all couldn't see that all the way. My bad. We'll zoom out some. Daddy duty never ends. I know, Jason. You are so correct, my friend. You are so correct. Ain't no boring colors. You better chill out, sir. But yeah, this is what the Pixel tablet dock is gonna look like. So we got it here in, unfortunately, hazel. So got it in hazel, but they got some other colorways for it too. I wasn't able to see it live. By the time I went to go click on the link, it was already taken down. So, but what they're saying is at $120, it feels a little bit pricey. Says, but it does give users the option to dock the Pixel tablet in multiple places in their home. It is more expensive than a $99 Nest Hub, and it remains to be seen whether the dock can be used as a standalone cast target and speaker. At that price, which is also more than the Nest Audio, hopefully it will. So yeah, that's my thought too. Like maybe it's like a speaker and all of that stuff as well. That'd be pretty cool. And PT said, I'm hoping the Pixel tablet has the proximity sensor like the newest hub where it unlocks when you're nearby. Give it the ability to have multiple users. Very good point. I didn't think about that. But yeah, I would like that too, dude. The little proximity. So like when you enter, like pretty much whenever you enter the room and the hub knows that you've entered the room, it switches from like its little dim clock to whatever you have set up. So like for me, I have like the little Google Photos screensaver. It'll start showing all my photos. So I like that feature too, MPT. Super, super dope, man. But yeah, definitely, like I said, this is kind of the main reason that I'm interested in the Pixel tablet. I'm sure it's going to be a dope device already on its own merit, but the whole dock is what really is getting me. Like I really like that concept of like you can have these docks set up in multiple areas in your home and then just kind of take your tablet from one room to the other and just dock it wherever you may need it. So I do like that. I currently have a Nest Hub in my bedroom on my nightstand anyway. So something like this could take the place of that. Like I could have the actual tablet as a hub instead of having like a Nest Hub and maybe move that somewhere else in the house. So will be pretty dope. Will be pretty dope. Let's go ahead and move right along to the star of the show. we got Pixel Fold reportedly arrives in June following Google I/O reveal, which we kind of thought this, right? We were kind of going back and forth on if it was going to be June, if it was going to be in the fall. Like we were kind of back and forth on it. But it looks like now we got a little bit more concrete information. John Prosser is the source, and his Pixel leaks have been pretty much on point. Like he's been pretty pinpoint accurate. I think the only thing he got wrong was the pricing of the Pixel 7 Pro last year. I want to say he said it was going to be a little bit more expensive than it actually ended up being, if I'm not mistaken, if I remember that correctly. But according to a new rumor, Google's Pixel Fold is set for a release date in June with a staggered launch at carriers following a reveal at Google I/O 2023. John Prosser claims that the Google Pixel Fold will be announced at Google I/O, which takes place on May the 10th. That's in line with what we've been expecting for the past few months, but Prosser also says that pre-orders for the Pixel Fold will also open that same day via the Google Store. Pre-orders through carriers and other retailers, though, would be pushed back to later in the month, not opening until May 30th. As for an actual release date for the Pixel Fold, Prosser claims the foldable won't begin shipping until June 27th, several weeks after I/O and the Pixel 7a's launch, which will apparently be on May 10th. This is a bit delayed from what we previously saw in a retail leak, which claimed availability about halfway into the month. In any case, it's certainly better than the delays we saw on the Pixel 6a last year, which didn't hit the market until about 2 months after I/O 2022. Pricing is still unclear. Prosser says 1,700. Another source said between 13 and 1,500, which is closer to what we'd originally heard for the previous versions of the same device. So still not 100% on the pricing. I personally believe that Google is going to come in and undercut Samsung, just like they've done with all of their other devices. But who knows? You know, we won't know until obviously May. They'll be telling us the price here in May shortly, so we don't have that long, of a wait. But so far, we're looking at June, man. So I know me, I'll be pre-ordering through Best Buy because I got some rewards and some other discounts with them. So Best Buy, I'll be hitting y'all up on the 30th, first thing bright and early in the morning, putting in my pre-order, man. So super excited for that. Y'all already know how I feel about the Pixel Fold, man. Can't wait to go ahead and get that situated and get it in the lab, man. Super, super dope. Super, super dope. And then we got one last article here. And then more than likely, we'll probably wrap up, even if it is a little bit early, when I spend some time with the missus. So last article here, we got Pixel Fold will weigh 10 ounces, offer water resistance, and cost over $1,700. Cost over $1,700. So let me see how are y'all feeling about that? 1,700 smackaroonies in regards to Pixel Fold. How are y'all feeling about that? Ooh. All right, cool. We're good there. So a new report on the Pixel Fold confirms it will indeed be announced at I/O 2023 next month and launch in June with a handful of other specs, like how much it will weigh, emerging today. So according to CNBC, which I'd never known CNBC to have like tech related news or anything like that, but either way, like I said, news to me, but they're citing internal communications. The Pixel Fold will have the most durable hinge on a smartphone. Interesting. And be water resistant, though the exact certification is not provided today. Samsung rates its comparable devices offering IPX8 water resistance based on testing conditions for submersion in up to 1.5 meters of fresh water for about 30 minutes. The Z Fold series is officially not advertised for beach or pool use and not dust resistant. The battery will last for 24 hours or up to 72 hours in a low power mode, just like what Google lists for the 6A, 7, and 7 Pro today. It will be powered by Tensor G2. We get additional confirmation that the external screen is 5.8 inches and the internal display is 7.6 inches. Meanwhile, the Pixel Fold, which we previously reported was heavier than the Fold 4, is said to weigh 10 ounces, which is about 283 grams, compared to Samsung's 263 grams out. Quite a bit heavier. Lastly, the Pixel Fold is set to, to cost upwards of $1,700, with Google offering trade-ins and a free Pixel Watch, presumably as the pre-order incentive. That's pretty good. You're going to get a Pixel Watch to go along with it. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of would like to see an option to maybe get some money off if you don't need the Pixel Watch because I already have one. But I mean, I will take another one. I will take another one. Maybe I'll gift one of them to my dad or something like that. He has a Pixel, so he'd like that quite a bit. But yeah, 1700 smackaroonies, man. It is dope that we got some extra information though, like the IPX water resistance. We didn't know anything about that, so that's gonna be dope. It seems like this is gonna be a different, I won't say different turning point, but I feel like this is going to be a device that isn't like other Google Pixel devices. And what I mean when I say that is the Pixel 7 and the Pixel 6 years before it was never focused on having like bleeding edge or latest specifications. Whereas besides the processor, I feel like this device is. Looking at things like the screen, like last week we had a rumor where they're using Samsung's latest and greatest screen technology for their foldable. Now we're hearing about the hinge. It's the most advanced, or I won't say most advanced, but the most durable hinge on a foldable device. Are they using Samsung's hinge? Do they make their own hinge? Like we're hearing a lot of like most durable, best display. It's also water resistance, which some foldables aren't still currently. So it's looking like Google's going to be going all out, which if they're going for $1,700, I kind of feel like they need to, right? If you're going to charge somebody $1,700 and you have an option as good as the Fold 4 on the market and you're matching that price, well, obviously you got to match or exceed what they're doing. So Google definitely has their work cut out for them, man, but I am all here for it, dude. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing if Google can step up to the challenge, man, and drop something dope Oh, my boss just sent a message. PTO. But yeah, super dope, man. Oh, here it is. The new display tech that we were just talking about. So that's dope. We also got some Pixel 7a news in here too, which is dope too. So Pixel 7a is obviously coming. More than likely, I think we as Team Pixel will more than likely get those devices over the Pixel Fold, which I'm totally fine with. I'm going to do some coverage on it, have a good time with that, and then I'll probably gift it to somebody who really needs, a new device. Maybe I'll send it over to my mom. I think she's rocking an S. What does my mom got? I think she has an S10 currently. No, she has an S20. I think she has an S20 right now. So I might gift her the Pixel. She's been eyeing a Pixel. So maybe if she can hold out, I'll gift it to her when I'm done with my coverage on it, man. Because obviously, if I'm going to use a Pixel, I'm going to use the 7 Pro, or when this drops, I'm going to use this. So super hype about it, man. It is going to be a little bit heavier device. I'm going to be honest. I'm all here for it. Give me the heavier device if it means I get a bigger battery, which a lot of people are saying we're getting something close to 5,000 milliamps. And I don't mind it being heavier if you're going to give me that big camera housing on the back with a periscope zoom on that bad boy. So Google, ball is in your court. Ball is in your court on that one. Umar said, too much for my wallet. Completely understandable, dog. Completely understandable. Just because something is like a good price for what that product is doesn't necessarily mean that it's good for your wallet. Because that's kind of how I feel with the 13 Ultra right now. Like I would never be one to say, oh, you shouldn't spend that much money on, a Xiaomi foldable or something like that. And I'll kind of talk about that towards the end here because I kind of got a pet peeve with that a little bit. And I just remembered it or whatever when I came back up. But like I said, I think for what they're asking, I think that it's a great price and it's a great value. It's just for me personally, I may not be able to afford dropping all of that at one time on that particular device. So I'm not saying it's a bad price. It's a good price. I just can't afford it, right? So anything can be something can be $25, but if you ain't got $25, then you can't afford it. It is what it is. I agree, Brad. I think if they're trying to match Samsung pound for pound, 1,700 is fine. I'm not mad at that. Do I think that is going to be the final cost? No. I honestly think final cost is going to be somewhere between that 13 and 1,500 because a lot of this same high price rumor happened with the 7 Pro and the 6 Pro last year. Everybody was like, oh, it's going to be more than $1,000. It's going to be more than $1,000. And then Google dropped the 6 Pro at like $850 and then the 7 Pro at like $850. So I honestly, man, we hear this every year. Google's about to come out with a new price device. I personally believe Google's going to try to undercut Samsung In all honesty, I think that that's the reason that one, they're gonna cut them with the price, and then two, why they're coming out with it earlier than the fold than the Z Fold 5 is. But I think if Google can nail this, man, like this is gonna be an awesome alternative and option for someone who maybe isn't a Samsung fan or doesn't like that particular aspect ratio. Because some people don't like the Z Fold narrow aspect ratio. Some people want that wider front display. This is gonna satisfy them. And then don't forget, we got OnePlus getting ready to drop a foldable globally as well towards the end of the year too. So you got Google doing their thing. I know Xiaomi and Vivo are dropping their. I think Vivo actually already dropped their foldable. It's just not global. I don't know if the Xiaomi Fold will be global, but you got Xiaomi and Vivo doing their thing on the Chinese import side. You got Google, OnePlus, they're dropping some foldables. Samsung is about to come out with the Fold 5, which is going to have some dope improvements and things like that too. So it's a great year to be a fan of foldables in general, y'all, for real. 1700 is concerning for me, especially for those not trading in. I'm gonna be honest, Jason. I don't think anyone's buying this for 1700 out of pocket. And if they are, they're financing it. And I'm not saying that that's everybody. I'm not in people's pockets. I just don't think there's gonna be a ton of people with $1,700 cash in hand or cash in account that's dropping that straight up on a phone. I just don't see it. Like, I'm gonna be honest. Even if I had $1,700 cash in hand, I probably would drop like maybe half of it on the device and finance the rest and just pay it off, within like a month or two. I don't think I would drop that much right up front on a phone. I haven't done it with any of my Galaxy Folds. I didn't have to pay that much for my Vivo X Fold. Like I just don't think that I personally would do that. Sitting over here coughing. Delvon said, "You and me both. I can't wait for the Pixel Fold." Yeah, man, I'm having dreams about this darn phone, dude. Like, good grief. Malik said, "I might finance mine through T-Mobile. I hope they don't skimp on the memory." Yeah, that's a good point too. I think starting off, they were saying 12 gigs of RAM, 256 gigs of storage, if I'm not mistaken. I think so. I know if anything, T-Mobile and them will definitely have it. I'm going to be going through Best Buy. I have a Best Buy rewards credit card. So what I'm going to do is do a trade-in through Best Buy. I have a 10% coupon and I have a $50 reward certificate, and you can stack them. So I'm going to get 10% off. I'm going to get $50 off, and then I'm going to do my trade-in. And whatever's left over, I'm going to put that on the Best Buy credit card and then pay it off in like a month or two. Yep, just like Delvon said, pay it off in a month or two. Finance the carrier. Yep. 1,700 plus tax. That's close to 1,900. Said, nah, son. I feel you, Migs. I feel you, dog. Like I said, honestly, I think it's going to be somewhere between 13 and 1,500. I don't think it's going to be quite this high. But even if it is, man, if it's meeting Samsung in pretty much every area, dude, kind of one of those things. I mean, I wouldn't want them to price it lower. Hey, if you have it's not that I don't want them to price it lower. I said that wrong. Because obviously I would love for them to charge $10 for this, right? But if I'm looking at it realistically from a business standpoint, if Samsung can charge $1,800 for the Z Fold style of phone and Google matches them when it comes to hardware, their software is A1. I don't want to say, well, Google, you have to price your foldable at $1,500 because you're Google. Like, I don't want to do that. If you come out with something that's competing and it's a good alternative, you can charge whatever that other company is asking for. I would definitely love for them to charge like 10 or $15 for this device, though, but obviously it's not gonna happen. And then Brad said, this year is good to be a fan, but our wallets are singing a different tune. Yeah, that's definitely true. 1,400, yes, but not that price. Like I said, I think between 13 and 15 is my guess. But we'll see. We'll see. Google I/O is right around the corner, yo. It's right around the corner. Let me go ahead and bring back to the face. I was gonna go ahead off and rant, but I'm gonna be honest, man. I'm feeling way too chill for that, bro. I'm about to hop off the live stream, grab some food, and hang with the missus and probably watch some 90 Day Fiance. Yes, I do watch 90 Day Fiance with the missus. She got me hooked. I gotta be caught up with all the storylines and all of that stuff, so don't judge me too much. But yeah, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and start wrapping this one up. So like I said, either later on tonight or tomorrow, we got Juan and TK doing best of our week. So we'll definitely show them some love and subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell. That way, when they do go live, you get that notification. We got LaShawn tomorrow with open mic night. We're keeping it clean, but it's still going to be lit. So make sure we go ahead and show that man some love. Saturday, I'm not sure if Slang's going to go live, but just in case, make sure you go subscribe, turn on that notification bell too. Sunday, we got El Jefe. Monday, we got, excuse me, Monday, we got T. Tuesday, we got Gigi. Wednesday, we got Eric with Wired Wednesday. And then Thursday, you're right back here with Mike and Ike. I saw Mike did go live today. So Mike is back. We got Mike and Ike on Thursday night. So dope live stream every night. You do not need cable. We keep telling y'all that. Y'all need to listen, man. I need to listen. I need to listen. Oh, your missus watches that too? I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm invested at this point. I'm invested, dog. I'm invested. So I'm gonna go check out some of that with her, man. Relax and like I said, get some food, yo. But appreciate all the love and support as always, man. Appreciate everybody for coming through, showing that love. But we're gonna go ahead and get up out of here. As always, this is Ike's Tech Talk. I'll catch you all in the next live stream. Peace.